We'll do it live.
Okay.
That's what I said. What the heck?
Oh, there's
Do it
it.
live.
Oh.
Fuck it.
I got the go live button going now. You're live.
To play us out. What's that mean, to play us out? What's that mean? I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
And here's Sting with his latest.
Nothing.
Yeah, so everybody out there can hear us?
I'm
we get
I'm thinking
Amen.
Hang on a second.
Okay, now it's starting soon. We got it. Yeah, you can hear us though.
All right, good. Well, at least we did something all right. Okay, so what I guess we're gonna do here. I thought I had a thing to play and it disappeared on me. Of course it did. Right when I wanted to play it. But anyway, it's all right. We're gonna add an existing one here and we're just gonna have to do it over. Not exactly the way I wanted to do it, but whatever. I have no idea what's wrong with my OBS. It's not acting properly. Here.
So do we...
I'm throwing up the dick pics for now. Everybody can still hear us. It's fine. Just experiencing some complications. So we have the famous dicks, Dick Miller. There's Dick Van Dyke in there. The one from 8 is Enough. Remember that show?
Oh, which one is it?
All the famous dicks.
Oh. Okay.
Are you talking about dicks right now, Robert J. Morris?
I'm talking about Richard.
I wasn't going to say nothing.
So we're in the first 5 minutes of your
Famous
live
ones,
stream,
famous.
and all I heard was the word dick 5 times.
And dick pics.
And dick pics. Yeah.
There you go, YouTube.
This might you might
Just as long as you
probably
don't
get
put, any,
banned. So
don't put any dick flicks up on our live stream, please.
yeah,
Okay.
please no dick pics.
Well, there's one of Dick Cheney, I guess. That's probably cruel and unusual.
Haven't the ladies already taught you, bro? They're not looking for dick pics.
We didn't have cell phones back in the old days.
You're a sick puppy, man. You are a sick puppy. Sick puppy.
How do you think the world got this way?
Yeah.
But I digress. Anyway, I just want to say this. You know what? I might as well say it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
That's right.
Total degeneracy,
Don't write it.
man.
We'll do it live.
Hey, a lot of what you guys are about to hear tonight and witness is opinion-derived editorialism. It's based on individual research and personal intellectual investment and perception of that information gleaned that is available to the individual. The intention of this podcast is to not throw shade on anyone for their views, their concerns, their fanboyism, or perception of that said data. It's an opportunity to share this information in an asynchronous fashion, unfiltered, and ready for consideration. I want everyone to walk away at the end of this podcast and allow it to marinate. And then I want you to tell us your thoughts down in the description, and let's have a discussion. Support everybody that you see here. Support independent journalism, and support yourself with a goddamn good spine. And I'd like to welcome everybody here on the panel. It's my pleasure to bring you Press Reset, Professor Doom, Gematria Database, and this was been a train wreck from the start, but hey, we tried.
Hey, it's resisting the reset now.
What's up? Oh wait.
Oh, resisting. Yeah, see, I forgot.
Yeah.
I got a bad memory, so names, places, things, events, numbers. I just don't remember anything.
Nice, man.
Winning.
Short-term memory loss.
What? Squirrel.
Short-term memory loss, bro. That's what happens, man.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, we got a bunch of things to talk about. Dude, you brought me some interesting photos earlier there, and that was kind of interesting. And there's some news of the monopolies here in Canada as well. But mostly the big ticket item will be the Elon Musk thing. Press, you were present for that video, eh? The Air Force One, not Air Force
I
One.
watched it.
But,
Well, I actually listened to it. I didn't watch it, which probably does a disservice. But
yeah, because there's a lot of visual tells. Don't worry, I've recorded it. I have it here on my hard drive, so I can actually play it for us.
Oh, you're gonna play it? Sweet. Yeah, that'd be good.
I could give us context. Like I said, it's a very, very bizarre. Now I know why you didn't understand what I said. Like, there's a moment where you can see where Elon is like, I'm here as a fucking dancing monkey. Like, this is not. Like,
well, I was gonna say, and you can get more into it when you play it, but I was gonna say it came off more to me as a job interview. Well, so obviously this was the military, like a military official of the Air Force, Space Force, whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, with him interviewing Musk about the future of all of this, Musk was trying to insert why they should use him as a contractor. That's what I was getting the whole time. So he kept trying. So it kept coming off as a job interview to me, in which the captain or whatever the guy's name was from the Air Force didn't want this to happen publicly. So it got really awkward, but Elon kept bringing it up like, oh no, you guys need to be more innovative. Like,
yeah, totally. Yeah.
This is why, like, it was obvious. And I felt like the audience knew that too. And
maybe you got to remember too, like, here's the thing that you missed out on with the visuals is that the bright eyes in the audience were all just like, you know, they had just gotten out of like university for like engineering and physics courses and computer science and, you know, like all of the specializations in the Air Force and, you know, and support battalions and industry engineers. Right. So like, it almost played out in the way I saw it anyway. It almost played out like he got this military top brass guy basically calling all the people in the audience a bunch of assholes because this guy, look, this one guy, he controls the ground, controls underground, controls space, you know, and the internet. What are you guys going to do? And then he did have the audacity, Elon did, by the way, to go and tell them basically the day of the jet is over.
No, he was saying that though. Yeah. I mean, like,
it's a good point.
I was getting this aura of what his intention was and what the general's intention was, and I'm not sure if he's actually a general. He might be like a captain or something in the Air Force, some sort of official military brass guy. And it's obviously in front of the whole audience, and Elon Musk started saying these things that are like, yeah, if you don't innovate now and start incentivizing innovation in space, basically what he's saying is, make us a contractor, give us money, because if you don't, China's gonna basically beat you in the end
totally.
When it comes to domination of space. And then he's saying all these things like, a lot of what you guys have going on right now is going to be obsolete, and the future is what I'm doing. So, like, if you don't figure this out, it was a bid for a contract publicly live on air. And then the military brass, it sounded like to me, the military brass guy was like, and obviously he didn't say this, but the atmosphere I was picking up, and of course I wasn't looking at the visuals, but the atmosphere I was picking up was that he was sort of saying to Elon, really, you're going to bring this up publicly? We're going to do this? We're going to really do this? Like, you want to like pitch your contract deal with us right here?
Well,
so he starts asking him questions like he would a job interview. So like,
It was like that, yes. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was like a job interview, but
absolutely.
it wasn't him getting, it wasn't Elon applying for the job. What it was Elon describing the job details to the people in the audience so they could aspire to do something useful for the freaking Air Force.
No, he was
That's how I
trying
got
to
it.
get the job. He's trying to get a contract. Because think about that. That's
I think he's already
unlimited money.
got it. I think he's already got it. That's the thing. I think all of this was like a song and dance. It was a formality. You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah,
was
but he
like,
wants more money. He wants more money. Like you gotta understand Elon Musk. He's coming. He's the CEO of SpaceX. So he's coming from a stance like, I'm gonna do everything I can to get all the money I can for my company to do what I want to do here.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just his. That's his mindset.
No,
all the time.
I politely disagree slightly there, because like, if that was his way, he wouldn't have open sourced all of the Tesla technology. All of it is open source. You can go and build a Tesla. All the patents are open sourced. He wouldn't have done that if it was all about money. And he's like, I don't mind. We need competitors, like, because somebody down the road 5 years from now is going to build my old shit, and that's fine. You know?
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is like, so you just play it, because I think you'll see what I'm seeing.
No, I do. I totally do. It's not unreasonable at all. No, I totally get what you're saying. But the body language, the way he stammers, I can see him processing. Like, my retard can recognize his retard. Like, I kind of saw it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And by the way,
I don't know if you're as much on the spectrum as he is, though.
Hey, by the way, people with disabilities are the real heroes. When I say retard, I'm talking about able-bodied people who choose to be a different way. Anyway, just wanted to say that. So, yeah, let me pull up that file. It's somewhere. Yeah, holy crap. The last few months of, like, I don't know what's going on out there, man. Let's talk about it. Like, Ask Doom, they were just putting up some weird freaking gear, and it's like human tracking stuff. Like, it's exactly...
Wait. So I thought you were gonna play the.
I am. I gotta go locate it now, because the whole workflow got kind of screwed sideways. So I'm just grabbing that video. All
right,
just find out where the hell I saved it.
I gotta cancel my live stream here because it didn't go live.
Yeah.
Trying to do that.
Yeah, go ahead, because it didn't work. So I just basically streamed where I knew it would work and get a green light. Because it failed on both of yours for some reason, and maybe I'm doing something wrong going to a different account. I don't know. It might make sense because it's
we'll take that into account.
It's not a secure socket layer, like, it's just RTMP. Facebook actually is RTMPS, which is a SSL layer, so it is way more secure that way, which I will be getting into. But hang on a second here. I'm just gonna find out what freaking folder I save that into there, and we'll be on our way. But yeah, man, it's it's a pretty... I don't know. Maybe you'll have a slightly different perception when you're looking at them when they're talking to each other. I think it was more about the students, because a lot of them were all just students and like first year, like military staff, and then engineers and neighboring companies and stuff. So if it was for one contract, I don't think they would all be there. It was more like the Air Force's union, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the way I look at, the way I saw it, or the way I heard it, I should say, was more like,
right.
No matter where Elon is or what he's doing, he's going to be propping. Like, just think of what Donald Trump would be doing, like trying to prop up.
Yeah.
It's like always a sales pitch, no matter where you're going, what you're doing.
Well,
like Elon Musk is running a business, and he's in the back of his head, he's thinking like maybe he didn't even plan it, but like the whole point was like,
whoa.
Like, all of a sudden, the military brass dude starts asking him about how he would run his company and incentivize his employees. Like, it became a job interview, like live on air.
Yeah.
And like all these questions you would hear at a job interview.
Yeah, but
and
it sounded like when I went to radio broadcasting, it sounded like they had, I don't know, the top broadcaster like in Ontario or whatever come in and do the exact same thing, and I don't know, I got the same vibes as like, you know, like, yeah, let's inspire these new young minds because they're useless fucking planks, you know.
no,
I don't know.
none of these dudes care about they don't care about like anything like that.
No,
They're
they
like
want the military.
they're trying to like get contracts and make money and like do their thing. Like they're not thinking about like Elon Musk doesn't think about. I just don't think he thinks about these types of things as much as people think he does.
He doesn't think about anything that we think about. Like my dog knows 5 minutes before I actually get up and get the leash that I'm actually going to get up and get the leash. She already knows that I've made my decision because she's watching a completely different set of conditions than what we are accustomed to processing and perceiving. And like Elon's in that same kind of category where there's certain things that just don't matter to him. Like they are not even in the equation. They are not part of it. Like things that we would take very seriously. Like, you know, I think he really, really does have like a computer brain in a way. Like, I don't know.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I would like you to maybe pull it up, and if not.
Yeah. I'm too busy talking and not, fucking.
Oh wait, you can't find it, right? The video, whatever.
Yeah. I got the recording path. I'm just trying to find the damn file. Like it's a date file. So hang on a second here. I'm going to open it. I had it queued up before, but everything got screwed up and it got fucking closed. So give me a second as I butcher this thing. Yeah. Oh, that's what's going on there. Documents. And then we hit the search. All right. That's a little better. Okay, so let's look for, it should be an MP4 file.
Can anybody out there hear us? I'm getting people saying that they can't hear anything.
Really?
Oh, you're going live right now, Professor?
Dude, I said, yeah, I've been going live for the past almost 20 minutes.
That's so
it's on his screen.
So how did it work for you, but nobody else? Oh, I do see it on your screen actually.
Are you looking? Dude, are you seeing the dick pic slideshow?
No, it's his own. It's separate.
Oh,
it looks like it's separate, and so therefore you're not getting.
So I'm not streaming to him then.
Yeah.
What the heck?
You're streaming.
They can hear.
I don't even know if they can hear me. Can anybody in the audience hear the guys that I'm talking to? Can you hear that?
I think they can.
Probably not, unless
you'd have to activate your monitor. You have to turn your monitor as like your recording input, like I had to do earlier.
Okay,
hear this.
Dude.
Yeah, they said
you can send them. No. You can send them the stream.
So they can hear me, but they can't hear you guys.
That's funny.
What in the heck is really going on here?
Well, I'm sure they can. I think what happened is
you started your own separate stream from.
Yeah, I think you started your own separate stream.
You're connected to us through Rob's stream.
I think because you're trying to click to get it connected, and then I think what you ended up doing, because I turned it off, and then I think it just went ahead and made its own mashed potatoes.
So it went on no regardless.
It's all good.
You can give them the link, and then they can join the Truth Hurts one, which is the only one that's going.
Come on, son of a wait, it's
dude.
FLV.
So you want me to put the link out here in the what you call it?
If you want them to be able to hear it, then they can. It'll be like what, like a slight delay though. But they'll be able to hear us.
Wow, this is a very exciting stream, everybody.
Hey, Robert, why don't you just look up the YouTube video?
Yeah, I'm just gonna look it up. I'm just gonna play it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now, because I had it queued up, and
Okay. That's what I thought you were doing.
Yeah, it was already queued up, and I lost it. It got closed or something. Shit. Oh,
So
well, it's a mess. Okay, so we're gonna look up. YouTube here.
So if I give you guys the video link right here, would you guys be able to participate in here with me?
Well, what you can do right here in our conferencing, you can share your screen in the conferencing, and as long as you can share your audio, we can do the audio, or I can just take the link and share it for you. Either way.
But you're not understanding what I'm saying. They can't hear you guys.
If they go to the Truth Hurts channel, they will hear us because I'm streaming from my OBS to there.
Okay, so that's the link that you gave me earlier, right?
No. The Truth Hurts one is. I can only do one thing at a time, man. Let me get one thing.
Or let me see if I can get it for him.
Yeah, get it for him and send it to him, bud. Thanks. That'd be
all right.
That's teamwork.
I'll put it in the chat. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Hold on, you guys. We're trying to get all situated here, and nailed what?
Right,
dude. You're not.
YouTube.com.
I'm getting it right here. Hold on.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out what in the hell is really going on here.
You are doing your own live stream. This crap before. Yeah, I know. You're just streaming out with your own.
Thanks, buddy. You got the uncanny ability to state the obvious. I appreciate you.
But what I mean to say is, it's not sharing the resources.
I put it in the chat.
Okay. Okay. Copy link address and just send it out there to them.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. Here we go. I hope this is right, dude. Okay, so
because it looked like it was right.
They click on that link right there. You're telling me that. So this is my live. What's called right there?
Do it. What?
Is that right? Jeez.
Second here. I'm just sharing my screen now and making sure that you guys can see it. And a second here. All right. If anyone's sharing their screen, just stop for a moment.
I'm not.
Okay. Cool.
No.
Cool. All right.
Doom is still sharing his screen.
Yeah,
someone said it worked.
Well, that's okay. That's okay, because if I full size it, because I'm streaming from my OBS, it'll be fine.
The people from your Doom channel are coming on and saying it worked.
Cool.
On the Truth Hurts channel. Or on the
Doom, shut it down and do it tomorrow. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Now it says I can hear both of you.
I think now you're on.
Okay.
Now you're on 2 streams there, you greedy bastard.
Hey,
he wants to be able to connect to his.
If I only knew
what
the hell I was doing. Well,
I'm gonna share my screen.
I don't know what the heck I'm doing, dude.
It's all good.
I'm just like freaking winging it here.
Leaf in the wind, buddy. Leaf in the wind. Just go with it.
That's what I was trying to tell you earlier today.
That's better.
All right.
I'm catching the stream, or the chat as it's going by.
Okay, so
we'll do it live. Fuck it.
Okay, so
all right,
everybody out there in YouTube land, you're able to hear us now, and we are now broadcasting live. We have been for the past 25 minutes, but we didn't know what the hell we were doing. So here we are. Robert, I'll let you take over since you are the professional in all of this.
Yeah, thanks. I do appreciate the compliments. You're too kind, my good friend. Okay, well, here we are. We're at the moment, the moment where we are actually able to sort of maybe do something here. We're gonna discuss mixed interpretations, feelings, and I've got questions of my own. Everyone has questions. I'm sure you do there listening in. And well, Elon Musk, is he a saint or is he Satan's Labradoodle? I don't know why I said Labradoodle. It just came to I don't know, popped in my head. Just kind of, if Satan had an evil pooch, I just think it would be a Labradoodle. I don't know why. But
Elon Musk is the Antichrist.
oh,
That's what I think.
Rob, you're not sharing your screen to the audience.
no. Do you guys see it?
Okay,
We
they
see
can
it.
hear us on
Yeah, okay.
Truth
Yeah,
Hurts.
okay, because now I'm just importing it. Now I'm just bringing it into to OBS there. I just got it set up there, and I think
I'm half joking, by the way. I don't necessarily think Elon Musk is the Antichrist. But...
I know, because it's Bill Gates.
Well, I think he's the new version of he's Bill Gates 2.0.
There you go.
Satan 2.0.
Yeah, yeah, he'll get worse.
So-
trust me. But
Hang on a second here.
Where does Klaus Schwab fit in all that?
Okay,
Klaus
so let me
Schwab
ask
is
you a
not a
question.
human being.
Where the Truth Hurts, where that's at, if I give them the link that is up in my address bar, they'll be able to get in here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeez, I really need to get up to speed on this freaking crap.
No kidding. Me too.
Oh,
I had it all under control.
well,
like,
I was trying to tell you earlier,
it
dude.
just all flew out of control, like a box of snakes, and just crap. But hey, that's the nature of this thing. And we're getting older. We're not getting as quick as the kids are. God damn. All right, so just gonna share screen here from a Brave browser. That did not come up. This is bizarre. This is really strange because I'm adding things and it's not actually adding it. Huh, that's weird. All right, I'm gonna start with a brand new blank screen, and I'm just gonna. Everyone's watching the stream. It's like, what's going on, Rob? What are you doing? Don't worry. I've done this before. There we go.
Oh, yeah, well,
browser.
I wish we got all this freaking figured out earlier.
Well, I had it all figured out, and it all went to shit. And I couldn't reboot because we were already locked in it. So.
Yeah, with the tech issues, guys, I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm starving. So yeah, why don't you guys just figure that out, and then I'll do this the restream tomorrow. But how about we just
reschedule for tomorrow, and I'll have it set up again?
Yeah,
I had it all set up, but it kind of just fell apart when we all came in.
Maybe just do like a beta test, something like that. But I gotta get going because I'm starving anyway. So
yeah, you guys on the East Coast, sorry about this, but hey, you know what? We will continue this tomorrow and do a reschedule. Technology is a bitch.
I mean, like we were gonna stream on multiple like channels, and it's just like kind of just didn't happen. So yeah. Hey,
we meant the best. It didn't work out, but we'll get her.
So
hey, it's all good. We're all learning.
That's right.
But
all right, buddy. Sorry about all this. I mean,
hey, listen, it's a learning experience for you too, man. Hey, you don't learn shit if you don't blow something up. Just ask Elon.
Yeah, and I was in the same boat until he showed me how to do a bunch of shit. Yeah. So I'm there too.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. I gotta get going.
Okay, buddy.
All right, Tom. You have a good night, man.
Later, man.
Yeah. Yep. Later, guys.
Peace. Yeah.
All right, so I guess this is what we do here.
Well, I'm just going to stop the stream.
They're on YouTube watching this, and they can hear you.
Yeah. They should be able to hear you too because you're coming out of my audio. Yeah, they should be able to hear you. I don't know if you'd be quiet. I think you should be all right. Say something.
Something.
Yeah. No, your levels are good. But you know what? I just want to thank everybody and apologize that we didn't have our shit together, or poop in a group, as they say. But we're going to cut the stream here. We're going to reschedule for tomorrow. And anything you want to say on the way out there?
Yeah, I'm gonna, since I'm already broadcasting, I got people in here. I might as well just roll with it. And
well, we can roll with it if you want. Sure.
As a beta. Well, yeah, just as kind of like a beta test, I'm just going to run the information that I shared with you earlier.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we could do that right now.
I'd like to hear it.
And,
yeah, why not?
All right, everybody.
I'd like to hear
so what we're going to be presenting here right now is kind of like I guess you, if you will, a beta test live stream, because I've never done this before. And I'm going to share with you some very interesting information that was passed along to me by a follower on Twitter. So here we go. Let me bring up what was shared with me. So if you guys will look at this truck right here, and there was actually, I was told about 15 or so trucks of this same corporation, ANS. And they were working on this pole, right? Well, that just sounds weird, but they were putting some kind of electronic devices on this pole. And as you can see it, there it is right here. Okay, so let us go here. And oh God, dang it!
Are you
sorry?
Oh, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, sorry. I have to.
There it is. Okay,
I gotta stop sharing my screen here because I'm fucking you.
Okay, so here, if you look right here, there we go. So this is the top of the pole. This is the same pole that we were just looking at, and here is the very top part here. Okay. And lastly, we'll look at this little piece right here. Okay. So the person who was taking the snapshots were asking the individuals who were doing the work with this corporation what exactly was going on. And they were being told that it was nothing more than Wi-Fi. So my question would be then, who exactly is going to be benefiting from this big of equipment for Wi-Fi? Is it going to be providing what, Wi-Fi to a whole community? Is that what this is supposed to be? But so that was one of the questions I had when I was reviewing all this. But then I came across some very interesting stuff. So I want to show you, as you guys saw the truck, right? Mm-hmm. So the truck, hold on. Well, God dang you. Go back to the truck one more time. And you see it's ANS. And we'll get into exactly what the acronym means. So here I found the corporation right here. As you can see, ANS. Here they are, right here. Here's their trucks, right? Agree? Mm-hmm. And here is them working again on another tower doing the exact same kind of equipment. So now, ANS, there you go. Join the ANS team. All right, so now we're going to look at exactly what they say they're about. And it's right here. ANS Advanced Network Services. Welcome to the new normal as we integrate and beta test the IntelliSight human-based monitoring system at our corporate office in Albany, New York. And interestingly enough,
what the fuck?
The location of where these trucks were being photographed was in New York. So now, what exactly does human-based monitoring mean? Okay. So does everybody heard all that? Are you capturing what we're talking about? Yes?
Right. Okay. That.
All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to this folder right here, and we are going to look at human-based monitoring. Okay. And thermal, we'll get into the whole dang slow ass piece of garbage.
Well, you got to innovate more.
I know. I know. Oh, come on, you slow ass sissy.
That took the wind out of my sails, man, because
There we go. Okay. See this? thermal vision, key features, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this goes into the whole parameters of what this human-based monitoring is all about.
Yeah.
Thermal vision. Thermal vision utilizes thermal sensors to capture or detect thermal variance and compare against a known data set. Okay. By combining thermal cameras and artificial intelligence, thermal vision can recognize even the slightest change in temperatures to identify high-risk individuals and create actionable outcomes.
Yep. And they're going to use deep learning for that. Deep learning AI.
Thermal imaging, best-in-class thermographic cameras for temperature detection while people are moving.
Yep. Yeah. Because you know what's going to happen is, like, what it's going to do is just constantly monitor scenarios that take place, and as it does it, it's going to play that against in game theory. What they're doing is they're going to run multiple simulations using the data acquired from the real footage that it's acquired, and basically build out scenarios and learn outcomes. You know what I mean? Like all the branches and outcomes of different types of events and what have you. They're gonna go all out with this, man. When they arm these things, look out.
Right. Okay. So there's more. That just happens to be one other company that is involved in this human monitoring crap. God dang it. Toward an advanced human monitoring system. Jesus. Okay. Toward an advanced human monitoring system based on a smart body area network for industry use. Okay. So they go on to talk about this research provides a study on a smart body area network physical layer as on an internet or medical things technology for an advanced human monitoring system in industrial use. The smart band provides a new, PHY and a medium access control, improving its performance and providing very low latency emergency information transmission with a low energy consumption compared with other wireless body area network. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, due to the evolution of the technology and platforms such as sensing, mobile computing, and cloud servers, the Internet of Things is recognized as a very important technology worldwide, applications using blah, blah, blah. So we're talking about now, there is other verbiage in one of these PDFs that I got for you talking about since the onset of COVID, there has been a call for making a technology that would track everybody's temperature, moving, whatever. So now the question then becomes, if they actually track someone who's moving, and once they detect a high temperature, is that technology going to be able to follow that person all the way to wherever they stop, wherever their home is, whatever it is, to be able to track them to where they're going to be? What good is it going to do to track somebody at a certain location, and then once they leave the location, you never see them again, right? Or that technology can't see them. But that's where this gets interesting, because they also talk about this human monitoring has facial recognition instruments as well. So it's not just a thermal detection. This is facial recognition at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. And do understand. I mean, anybody, if they have idea of like computer sciences, like, they're two separate domains. Like, face recognition is a secondary. It's a different domain than, let's say, like contrast or color palette. Like, you can set a domain for each category of data, and yeah, facial recognition is just one of them. Like the way you move, right. Like, you know, different sequences, like there's different data sets that people might not be aware of, that like the example I used with my dog Maya, like, you know, there's things that she picks up on that we don't even know ourselves, you know what I mean? Whether it's pheromonal, whether it's, you know, micro cues, like things, you know, things that you do that you don't know you do, but they pick up on it. Well, there's different systems involved with data sets, like that's why it's so important nowadays. Like these data sets can all merge and create basically like the Tom Cruise scenario there in what's that science fiction movie there, Minority Report. Like in it's kind of like doing that with technology instead,
Right. So I think they pretty much get the gist of what we're talking about here. So what I like to do is, because I'm a presenter of the evidence, not just what I'm verbalizing, but what are they telling us?
Yeah.
So you guys remember I showed you all the picture of the trucks, ANS.
Mm-hmm.
Here's that ANS, and the IntelliSight human-based monitoring is what they're about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let us see what they say here in their own PDF. The need to protect oneself and others from harmful viruses has never been greater. What's required today are accurate, fast, and physically mobile solutions that protect patients, identify elevated body temperature in real time, reduce virus spread, implement autonomous screening systems. Really? Autonomous? Really?
Yeah.
That is disturbing. When accuracy matters, blah, blah, blah. So you guys can see this. Hopefully me sharing the screen, you guys can.
Yeah, it's being streamed. Yep, absolutely.
Okay. So let us see what they talk about with this facial recognition. Okay. Yeah. If not eliminate false readings, standard solutions can allow for temperature variances within camera's depth of field, giving a human temperature read that is often inaccurate. Cloud-based remote management, thermal cameras. So that's in that equipment that we saw on the pole. Okay, temperature, whatever, key features and benefits. Okay, end-to-end solution from design, applications, installation to world-class monitoring, maintenance, and support enabling, thermal temperature calibration, detect elevated body, powered with deep vision AI, and what is that? The Internet of Things monitoring platform to enhance accuracy and reduce human error. Personalized portals where users can monitor activity and results, set alerts for real-time notification, and blah, blah, blah. Turnkey solutions, managed service support, monitoring outgoing management and maintenance. AI modules can be enabled for people counting, facial recognition, and demographics, object detection, access control, and more. Facial recognition, huh? Wow. So once they are going to claim that they detect a spiked temperature in somebody, then they use the facial recognition side of this, and now they determine who you are. And who shows up at your door? Jackboot squad. What's going to happen?
Contact tracers
and his cousins.
Yeah. So really, you're gonna like, hey, I haven't even taken a COVID test, and I
who wants to go for a nice vacation in a cage?
And they want to test me for COVID because they said that I have a high temperature. How do they know I have a high temperature?
Yeah. Some people burn hot.
You know what I'm saying?
Some people burn hotter than others. Like, it's not a set in stone rule that you have to be, what is it? 93.286 degrees or some shit. I don't know.
Right.
We live in a world now where like people are driven by the idea or concept of absolutes, and it's like, it's absolutely fucked. It's retarded. Like,
right. Oh man! So
we were talking about this in terms of numbers last couple weeks ago. We were talking about gematria and stuff, and I found it fascinating that you can take something that is completely, it's not real. Numbers are an abstraction that we created to represent, numerical order. That it was just also an abstraction of of a concept of how many, like how far does this go. But the funny thing is that it still coincides with the things that we appropriate that value to. So it's I don't know, man, I lost my point.
Yeah.
But you know where I was going with that, right?
Mostly. Well, I could say yes, but
yeah, I guess no. And you're.
Well,
I'm trying to
Okay,
find an article here that I had read about 3 years ago. I swear to God, they changed it. It's been updated.
This thing is, jeez.
Like, this is bizarre.
This other computer's pissing me off now. But okay. So just to show you again, we just saw the PDF where it talked about the ANS, and I showed you all the trucks. Here's the ANS trucks that I got offline from the ANS website. The other pictures where someone had taken the snapshots of them working on a pole on a street in New York. Yeah. So now the thing is, has anybody ever seen these kind of trucks working on some pole randomly in some city in anywhere?
They also had a pretty fancy lift device, like that man lift that they had. That was almost like a freaking robot. Yeah, pull that picture up. If you pull it up. Like that's not a normal man lift. Like that's not your like garden variety man lift that you use when you're doing construction work or something or servicing.
Right.
Like that.
Yeah, that's weird looking. It's weird looking.
That's a fucking robot. Like
why does it turn like that? Because I've never seen that before.
It's just using like it's got a stable base that spreads out. I see the design.
Usually there's like
that's fancy as fuck. That's fancy. That's an expensive piece of gear. That is, and like that's not your run of the mill service bucket.
Okay, here's this ANS and other towers that they're working on right here. As you can see,
their microwave towers and all their other frequency delivery.
Right. Let me see, and I have. Dang it. This is just okay. I showed that. So I do have videos from their site and other sites right here.
Okay, if you fire off those links to me, I could play it with the audio if the audio is important.
Can you hear the audio?
You'll have to share your monitor, like your desktop audio monitor. I don't know how you have your Windows set up or whatever. So.
Okay, so let me see. Share the audio, huh? Jeez. Okay, how do I do that?
I know. I have the hard time with
that. You've got to go to your sound settings. You got to go to your mixer and.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Put the recorder volume up rather than the line volume. You know what I mean?
Okay, sounds. Is that it? I hope.
I heard something.
Okay, everybody, bear with me. Let's see if we can get this shared. You guys, here we go. All right.
It's either Roger
so recording or playback. Playback. Is that
right? Recording, because the recording is the input that you're going to send to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Stereo mix. Okay. All right. So we're going. Hello.
Yo.
There we go. Okay. Jeez. Okay, so what are we doing here? Use this device, enable. Yes. Right?
It's not, yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't heard anything yet, but yeah. That's
okay.
I was going to say sounds right, but.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm hearing I'm hearing your audio. Yeah. I'm hearing you. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to make set this as the default device. Okay. There we go. That should work, right?
I think so.
Hello.
Let's try it.
Okay.
Hello.
So let's try the video here. Let's see what we get. All right.
See, Keith, that is what you call a good student.
Okay. Can you hear the audio?
No.
I take that back. No, I'm just joking.
Jesus criminy, man. You're killing me, Holmes.
It might just be the volume. Go back. You might have activated, but you might not have the volume up. I hear something in the background, but I think it's coming out of your speakers.
Okay. Recording, microphone, line, USB. Oh, no.
Is there monitor of line? No.
Should it be the default communications device or should it be?
My Linux doesn't know how to ask your Windows. I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Speak different languages.
Sorry, that was the most dickhead thing I've said today. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
Okay.
I didn't mean it the way it sounded.
No, it's all right. I got you.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what to do.
Okay, just send me the link. I'll play it, and I'll share it. Just stop sharing your desktop.
How am I going to send you a link when the thing is on my computer? I downloaded it from their site.
No, because talk about a link to the video. Oh, you downloaded the videos?
Yes, I downloaded all the videos from their thing. Then I would have to go back onto their website and look through their material. That would just be ridiculous.
Well, that's a great segue, because if you sign up to cloud42.epgn.ch, you can use the file sharing there and send your files immediately and share them in groups with group collaboration tools. All kinds of cool ass shit. Anyway, yeah. Well, there is that.
I don't know. I'll try it one more time. If this is not working, then I don't know what to tell you.
Can you send the file to me? Can you?
Dude,
that would take a while.
How big are they?
Right. You can't hear it.
No.
Okay. Well, there's only one thing left to do then. You're going to have to do this. Son of a bitch.
I heard something though. You did have, you were clicking around. I heard some thing going on there, because you did. I'm pretty sure Keith heard it too, because it wasn't us. I'm pretty keen. I know when he's messing around with the computer.
Hey, someone says, "Ask me, I know."
Okay, ask them.
Okay, tell us.
The writings on the wall is asking, or is saying, "Ask me, I know." Anyway, Google Drive. I don't know what that means, but that's what the chat says.
Oh yeah, or Google Drive. Actually, I'm doing the exact same thing as Google Drive at cloud42.epgn.ch. Check it out. But
okay, here we go. Let's see if this works.
Yeah, you're in the right area.
Okay, test.
I heard
1, 2, 3, test.
I heard a ding.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, we can hear you. But I mean, when you clicked off, I heard a ding.
Yeah, I heard your system sound effect there. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the video. Let's try it now.
No, just crank up the volume and hold the mic to it.
I hear something.
I hear something. Good enough.
Okay, this is from ANS. Providing turnkey. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there was that one, right? Okay, so they do say that they do work on wireless whatever. Okay, great. So, come on, you slow ass.
The new school year is upon us, and maintaining a safe and healthy environment is everyone's number one priority. But no one said this would be easy. Traditional methods of fever screening take time, and valuable human resources can lead to bottlenecks, delays to the start of school, false readings, or worse, missed readings. There is a better way.
Hold on. Whoop.
Allows for screening in motion with AI accuracy.
I screwed that up.
Just turning up the volume.
I'm trying to see if I can help you out there too, and but there's no options for show controls.
And administer a secondary meaning which one identified as having a fever. Our visual computing solution comes with privacy built in, the ability to blur all faces on screen. In addition, our IntelliSite software modules for repeat protection, occupancy management, mass compliance, social distancing, and more. Our solution comes with professional white glove installation and 24/7 technical support for the life of the solution. We at IntelliSite believe that high-tech solutions should be accessible to those who need it most. Our kiosk program is an access payment plan, which allows you to pay over time, or 24 months with no interest. So for your students, your staff, and your faculty, invest in a safer, smarter, healthier school system. Invest in IntelliSite.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
So
disturbing.
they're telling you right there that exactly. So let us go on to another one here. Now, I don't remember exactly what order these were in or what.
Do you remember?
Human-based temperature monitoring solution.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Confusion should be minimized in the bar.
Yeah. Doom, you remember probably about 4 years back when we really analyzed
Wow.
a few pieces that came out regarding
A
megacities.
few pieces. What?
A bunch of pieces
What?
of a bunch of articles came out regarding building these megacities. Like they became a focus for about 3-4 months, and we were covering it, like back
Right.
in 2015, and like people were
Right.
saying that this shit would not fly. Like they're saying it wouldn't go over. Look at it, it's happening.
Well, right. See, what's interesting is if this is some kind of beta test in an actual city to be used in like these new upcoming reset cities or these new smart cities or whatever the hell they're developing,
Yeah,
that very well could be what's going on.
yeah, I agree. And believe me, no one wants to get saved if they don't need saving. So you know something's gonna go down.
Right. Okay. So let's listen into what he says.
Okay, I'm gonna crank you up. Talk softer, because I got you cranked. That's good.
Management supervisors wanting to get an idea on how many people have crossed in front of the camera today, perhaps, or how many alarms have occurred in the last 15 minutes, the last hour, just getting an idea of those metrics as the day goes by. We also have a managed service around this solution. On the test site, we strive to provide high quality support, and we do this by providing a 4G connection back to the HPM system that can be used by remote agents to provide support and perhaps do any type of firmware updates to the system itself. Here's a high level diagram of what the system looks like. So there's basically a mobile card or a medical card, and that has a workstation that's doing all the processing at the edge, right, with the AI engine. There's also a UPS and a touchscreen system, and of course the thermal camera with the 2 lenses. So next, what I want to do is switch over to the live demonstration of the video interface that an agent would expect to see on a day-to-day basis. And as I mentioned, there's 2 lenses. There's the color lens, the thermographic color, and there's also an area here for the engine. So as you can see, we've had 29 alarms today, 16 alarms in the last hour, and 13 alarms in the last 15 minutes. There's also a calibration button that we're going to be reviewing later on that shows exactly how to calibrate the system. We recommend to do it every 8 hours. So
I hope the audience is able to hear this audio.
And just demonstrate how it does a very accurate reading.
I think they can.
Yeah,
so when it's 2 feet away from the camera,
it's just audible.
You can see readings occurring right on top of my head here, showing the actual temperature reading. And so you'll see a range between 98 degrees to 99 degrees. And again, we're going to be demonstrating how to calibrate that because we have some breakthrough methods on how to use skin temperature to actually calibrate.
Okay.
Just had a thought too.
Yeah. Well,
there was an uptick in some of these tech channels.
So anyway, you guys get the gist, and I have to turn that down. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. There are other people who do live in this house. So
no worries. I was going to say
basically, what information we have gleaned from the presentation so far is that there are testing. I do believe that what we saw with the pictures and what this company is saying, what they are all about, is keeping tabs on people with facial recognition after they have been detected to have some kind of spike in temperature or an elevated temperature that would warrant them to document who you are, find out where you live.
They have contact tracers for that.
Logically makes sense with what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So then the question then becomes, why exactly are they spending all of this huge amounts of money to be able to track or detect and track people who have an elevated temperature? Really? I don't even believe in this COVID horse crap. So what's going on? Well, what do you all out there say is going on here from what you've seen presented so far?
Well,
so hopefully we can get some feedback from the audience.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what they think too. I have an opinion on this big time.
When truth hurts, there is a little bit of a discussion happening here.
Oh, over in my
on the
on Twitch or on
chat.
YouTube. Okay.
The truth hurts YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on there right now. I'm gonna go over to the chat. I have 3 freaking monitors, and I didn't pull that up. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of people in there. Hey there, chat. Sorry, I've been ignoring you. My bad. But what we got going on here? Way to scrapper. The next step in big data collecting to use your data as a weapon against you. Yeah. Others for free. Stop throwing your data all over the place for free crap. Yeah. Yeah, that's a funny thing that you say, because people should know by now. Like, if it's free, there's nothing free. You're the marketing. You're the product, basically. If it's free, you're the product. You know, typically anyway, like generally speaking. I mean, especially when it comes to big corporations. And they're nested. And when I say nested, there's companies nested into other companies. It's, companies create companies just to have other companies created under that umbrella. Like, they'll create empty holding companies and create, like all kinds of structures that way they can create different envelopes and different areas of spending and what have you. It's a twisted mess.
Okay, so there's more. So there is information that they provide on their site about the corporations that they partner with.
Mm-mm.
And I did find that a lot of these corporations that they list are very highly interesting. Verizon.
Yeah. They're going to be the big guys, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like these are the same kind of companies, like NRG. I think it's NRG, Comcast, to name a couple there. They're doing these big rollouts in like other countries, like, but they're doing the whole country at once. Like, remember we were talking off podcast here earlier. We were talking about that, and like, America wasn't all done up at once because it was all patchwork. You know what I mean? It was all patched together from different cities and different, municipalities and what have you. But in a lot of these other countries, like Mexico, when I was there, it was more high tech than the States or Canada, to be honest. Like, they had a really good infrastructure, but only because it got rolled out like new. You know what I mean? They got fiber optic and trunk lines when they rolled it out. They rolled out what was good at the time. We've been constantly playing catch up here in Canada and the US. I mean, the biggest move ever made was back in, I think it was like 1991 or 2, and it was like joint between the bigger cities, and like this was between Ontario and like Buffalo and New York and what have you. They were just beefing up like all of the infrastructure, and then everybody sold out like right away. As soon as they built the infrastructure, bam, they sold everything off to other satellite third-party companies, what have you. And just minimize their expenditures, because I mean the massive amount of spending that went into building the infrastructure was insane. And that was like Cantel, AT&T network, Rogers, Verizon was involved. Like all the big names were doing that major rollout in the very early 90s, and that was the foundation that everything else is built on. Like between DSL with telephones and with broadband cable, which are still two entirely different monsters. They are not one and the same for sure, but it's again, it's still a monopoly when you really look at the bigger picture of it, and it just depends on who is doing the service call. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I want to point something out. What I said about what would be their goal? What is their intention of monitoring people's temperature? How are they going to track them? We talked about the facial recognition. So I want to point out something that's stated right here in this key benefits section.
Well, that's just it. That's the human story. That's what they're selling, right?
Flexible options to enable continuous monitoring of targeted areas to alert based on defined temperature criteria, providing the ability for a quick and appropriate response. So a quick and appropriate response. What exactly is an appropriate response in this instance?
It's to have a constant 100% situational awareness of the human data like grid, basically.
Yeah, the human terrain system, the HTS.
The human terrain system, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about the OIT, like the IoT. So I mean, that's part of it. So
like, this goes all the way back to Jade Helm. Like that was the
exactly
first, that was Jade. When they flipped it on basically and started.
It was their test.
That was the integration stage where they integrated all the different groups, into, and that's where a lot of top brass also got severance packages and moved on in life, and AI took some of those jobs over. So,
Jade means joint activation, development, execution.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you see this screen right here? What this is saying? About the options, sensitivity, FDA approved, thermal resolution. Okay, if you look right here, people per scan, 3 while moving. This is the different HBMX, HBMF, and HBMO. What exactly those the differences are, I don't have a clue. But obviously this is, No, this is my PDF. No, this is a PDF I took from their site. But I did find that interesting distance between the people that this technology works best with, people per scan. Anyway, facial demographics. Okay, that's facial recognition, objects entering alert zones, vehicle recognition. So now we're going beyond the thermal scan. We're going beyond facial recognition. Now they're also going to be recognizing your vehicle if it's.
They, you know what? They offered a service out here where what they've done is they've installed tiny little sensors into the street, into the actual street where there are parking spots. These parking spots will appear on your phone, on your mobile, and you can look around and see where there's a free spot. But if one is taken, you'll see that the spot is taken. Damn right. They're monitoring every vehicle and making some money on the side for your parking fees too, which are also goddamn.
And that probably has to do with the self-driving vehicles too.
But that's where, but you got to remember too. Once you chain link all of these processes into one central kind of a processing grid for all these different databases, it's you can build that human terrain model, and that's been the key behind everything. Like that's, you got to remember, they call it the ARPANET. Like it's built by DARPA.
Right.
Its purpose was not to have a free, open communication structure for tree hugging internet hippies. It wasn't made for that. It wasn't the design or the intention. It was built by the IPTO, which is the Information Processing Techniques Office, whose name prior to that was Command and Control Systems. You fill in the blanks, you know?
Right.
I mean, and that was 1967. It was Joseph Licklider and his little crack team of internet wizards, you know, that created the first. I think it was a 4-node system back. I think it was like 61 when they created that, but 67 was when everything was actually decided upon. It was when I started reading this stuff, it was like, holy crap! I didn't really realize, like, yeah, there's a bunch of nerds working for the government, doing government stuff.
Right.
You know, and the posts have changed too on the Wikipedia from the time that I first did my research. So I guess about 4 years ago. Oh no, sorry, about 6 years ago. About 4 years ago, I noticed that they started altering what was there. Like, it was, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, you can't trust Wikipedia, but it's better than some places. I know Wikipedia is not a great source, so it's not like, it's no surprise because it can be changed. But I was like, why? You know,
American
Right.
Dream. That's
Like-
funny.
like why? Like,
Wow.
I want to say hello to everybody in the live chat there. Rick,
33.
A Wade, Little Wing.
I saw
Writing on the
33,000.
What's that?
I saw 33,000. That's funny.
Okay.
Always watch it for the 33s.
So about this new dream or whatever they're talking about right here.
American Dream.
So basically, right. So what we said is that they were going to be using this technology in some of these soon to come cities, these smart cities or whatever you want to call them. And I do believe this presentation right here talking about this this new development in education or schools, shopping centers, blah, blah, blah. That's where all this technology is going to be used. But
Yeah.
you know what? It's a hell of a lot more than just temperature detecting.
It's a hell of a lot more, absolutely. But that's their sales pitch, because COVID's the big thing now, right? It's the big deal. So it's like, yes, we got your back because we'll be able to tell you when someone dangerous is about to approach. You're safe with us. I mean, like,
It's all about
it's very
safety.
RoboCop. It is almost like what we're going through is almost satirical in a sense. Like, it's very bizarre in my opinion. I don't know, man. Was it what's that movie, Demolition Man, with Rocky Balboa and Wesley Snipes there. That's a great movie, but they were on the money, man. Their prediction was, it couldn't be more spot on.
Was that Demolition Man or Judge Dredd? No.
Demolition Man.
Yeah, Demolition Man. Okay. You have a subservient society with the attention span of like goldfish, and just totally polite, swearing's out. No newcomers know how to use the seashells. I mean, it's a fun movie, but how right were they? I mean, it was like,
right.
It's not going to be far from when we're going to get in trouble for swearing.
Here's the thing that
and
we have to accept this one, and it's the fact that they're rolling out the new. We're the old. We're going to be gone in a while. You know what
Dinosaurs.
I mean? Yeah, we're going to be gone in a while. Like, the new is gone, take it over. I mean, and the burning of the books in Alexandria is what's happening right now. Like, metaphorically speaking,
it's like the new burning.
It's the new burning. They're changing history. They're changing its important impact that it had on us. They're changing these things. And I saw a message in chat earlier, and I can't remember who it was that said it, but he's right that we are destined to repeat the same mistakes, especially if we delete them fucking past. Let's tear down another statue. Why don't we? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Like, I feel like I'm in a friggin' George Costanza fucking Bizarro world, you know? Like, that's how.
I was leaning more towards the other guy, the freaked out dude who's always acting like he's on coffee. God,
Kramer.
what's his name? Kramer.
Kramer,
Yeah,
yeah.
Kramer.
Oh my God.
Osmo, is it Cosmo Kramer? Yeah.
Cosmo Kramer.
He's good. But see, you know what? Actually,
He's always talking about
I'm not
levels.
saying he didn't deserve his just desserts for being an asshole, because you know everyone has their moment in the limelight and they're a bit of an asshole. Don't get me wrong, but when he caught flack, that was around the beginning of the time of this uprise in cancel culture. Like when like that, those are the first few volleys that got fired across people's bows was during that kind of time period, and he got hit by that. But nobody knew what it was yet, this cancel culture thing. It was like, oh, shit, yeah, I got to apologize and blah, blah, blah. And now, oh, shit, don't apologize for anything because then you're guilty. Don't take down anything because then you're hiding stuff. It's turned into like all the friggin' high school hijinks that we were going through with the truth community, like 6 years ago. It's
kind of gone mainstream.
It's gone mainstream. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
so weird.
It's in every aspect of our life too. Like there's things that I don't pay attention to, like, you know, politics and Wall Street. But guess what? The same things that we're going through Hollywood and Twitter, the same kinds of things are happening at every level of every experience that somebody could have. I mean, if it's not a coordinated attack, it's definitely an all-consuming, like, amoeba kind of blob thing that's just taken over people's dumb brains as they've been downsized. But anyway, don't get me started.
Like that show Brain Dead with the ants that like were from space or some shit.
Yeah,
and like took over people.
I've heard. Yeah, I've seen some shots of that one.
There's a satiric type of thing on the political world.
But I mean, like, it's just so ridiculous. If I wasn't here, like in North America,
I don't really like the political world, so I find it really funny.
Yeah, but no, seriously, if I was in Central America and you guys are telling me about what it's like to be up here, I'd be like, yeah, you're overreacting. Come on, no, it can't be that bad. You okay? Have you had your V8 today? You know, like that.
Like, get out, get from behind your screens and go outside and see the world.
Seriously, 5 years ago, could you imagine it like this? Like that it would have been allowed to get this far? Like, it's just.
Well, you know, I did think of it was going to happen like around 2030, but
we all knew it was going to happen if nobody did anything.
I didn't think it was going to be fast, like and like rolled out like really fast under a certain thing that everybody was going to believe.
Well, they tried about 2 or 3 times. They tried with the SARS, and that ended up with a big concert and fucking like party and SARS fest and yay, yeah.
Like the first purge.
Nobody died.
The first
Nobody
purge was
got
a big
hurt.
party.
Yeah, right. And then they tried again though with the whole Ebola scare, and then they did it again with the Ebola 2.0, and then they flew that guy who had Ebola. Hey, let's fly that guy onto American soil, and then put him through a janky fucking gurney and bring him and roll him. I mean, it was just such crap. Like, it was so bullshit. It was. I mean, why? Like, yeah, that's what you do. You bring a very dangerous disease back, you know, to a population, and no, you don't. Yeah. And the janky way that they did it too. So.
All right, talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out because I know I had more material, and I don't know.
My buddy Dan just dropped in. We look like mountain men. Hey, just.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But,
well, I mean, dude, you're living out in the backwoods of frickin' Canada, right?
Wow, I'm close to the backwoods. It's not the actual backwoods. It's a small city, Kelowna. It's a destination.
Okay, so you're not in the sticks. You're just.
Yeah, I kind of moved into the downtown because I don't have a vehicle anymore. So.
Right. So, one other thing I wanted to say before we conclude with this information is that the ANS website. So if you guys go to this, look up this ANS and this IntelliSite, you're going to find a lot more information on there. I just pulled what I thought was interesting out of there, and there was a lot more to review. I just didn't have time to do it. As I was trying to tell everybody out there, I have been working for the past 3-4 weeks, but the last 2 weeks has been a lot of freaking hours. And I'm delivering a high country jerky all over freaking the state of Montana, damn near. And it's just been, really busy. So, yeah. You guys can go and hit up that ANS site, the IntelliSite. There's other stuff to be seen. Just Google this human. What was it? Human. God damn. You guys know what it's
human
monitoring, whatever. Yeah.
I wanted to say marketing, but hey.
No, I know there was another word in there somewhere. Yeah. Human, not body monitoring, something, whatever.
Yeah, but basically, it's a status. Like I said, it's 100% situational awareness that they wanted. We all talked about that, about imaging like 3-dimensional objects, by using Wi-Fi and interference patterns and things like that, like years ago. It was a matter of time, but I noticed that there was there was like an uptick in sales and in promotion of those FLIR cameras. The ones that do the thermal imaging. I watched a lot of tech shows, like YouTube channels and other. It was just really popular. There's just this huge surge, and I remember seeing a video of a drone tracking a rabbit from 30,000 feet, tracking a rabbit or a hare, whatever. I don't want to split hairs here, but yeah. Come on, man. Seriously, you think you can run somewhere if a drone at 30,000 feet could track a rabbit?
Right.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying, and that was like years ago.
Right.
That's so
okay.
They're just working on it better and better. Sorry.
Let me do this. What I'm going to do is okay, because this site right here is pretty interesting. So if you're to type in, no, it's not this one. Dang it. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to waste your time with this crap. Here. See, I told you I got on my web browser, I have like tons of crap. Okay, PDF search engine. Okay. So this is what you do when you bring this up right here. As you guys can see, pdfsearchengine.net. Type in human-based. God dang you! I'm laying down on my bed.
Rick V brought up a funny thing about the Black Plague was like a 30% human loss, which was very tragic and also very true and documented. I mean, nothing in this particular pandemic even comes close. More people died from the regular flu, by the way.
I'm back.
Numbers are in.
Okay. So if you look at this right here, okay, so ANS Corporate, that's the trucks that we saw, human-based monitoring, the complete temperature detection solution brief, industry channel, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but they're not the only ones that are involved in all this. Take a look at what some of these other ones. Okay, a risk-based approach to monitoring, condition-based monitoring of the human body. Okay, vital sign technology, condition-based monitoring of a human body, field applications engineer. Okay, thermal comfort right here. Biometric. Okay, let's take a look at this. We haven't seen that yet, right? Okay. A vision-based system for intelligent monitoring human behavior, human rights-based. Non-contact human gate. Okay. Yeah. All right. So this one I'm interested in right here is this one. But I'm telling you, this PDF search engine site, very, very good tool to have in your research.
I think you showed me this a couple years back. I used to use this. I forgot all about this shit.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I used to use it when I was flying around all over the place there.
Okay, so what I want to do is I guess I will take this right here. I will copy that. Maybe I won't.
God, computer, right?
Right.
I know what it's like.
Where was it? Oh, right here. Okay, let's try this again.
But yeah, the Black Plague was like 30% human loss. I mean, wow. Like, I really do. I really do have like some contempt for people in society today, and only because they've lost the ability to say no. I've had enough. Like, that's all it takes. If enough people just say no.
And Doom, if you haven't yet, research SPARS, SPARS.
And also on BeerTube.EPGN.ch, our friend here, Gematria Database, has uploaded several videos dealing with the SPARS situation.
Well, two, yeah. They're just
videos
basically
too.
readouts.
I said it. It's plural. I said it.
Yeah. I basically just took them and made them into slides and then read them out.
Okay, so it
half
did go
decently.
All right,
it's pretty good.
So what I did, I can share if you guys aren't on the live stream. I just sent a link out to everybody with this latest biomedical research PDF right here, and it goes into more in depth about all of the technology that is involved with this human-based monitoring.
I'm wondering where that QR code takes you.
What code?
The QR code at the top. Go back to the top of the document.
That would be a good one. I can take that and make it into another reading
right there.
as well.
That black and white squiggly box thing, that's a QR code. That's holding data. That's either a
QR code
URL.
on the right.
It could be a write. It could be a bunch of writing. It could be anything. It's just a data set. What it is usually defined by the header, which is done with the corners, I think. I don't really know QR code.
I've never used that before ever.
Yeah,
I thought they have it. I thought they're like slightly different from each other.
Well, each little block is
like
kind of
like a thumbprint.
You know, in Minecraft, how you have all like blocks, like they use voxels.
Exactly.
Well,
it's like some of them are in
each one is
places.
each one is basically is a 1 or a 0, and what they have is they're arranged in a particular data set that represents either ASCII text or some other form of cryptography. So it'll be a data set, and will either convert into an address like a URL or a statement like "suck my balls," whatever. Anyway.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. You can do amazing things with crypto.
Right.
Get one of those fungible. Oh, gee, I don't even want to get into that. That would be a podcast on its own. Anyway, I take all of that back.
So, this just gets into the very technical aspect of this whole human-based monitoring of what exactly the parameters are for the thermal scanning, what temperatures, just all kinds of different stuff.
Well, maybe it's a way for them to know that we're done when they get us in the gas huts. They know when we're done.
Dude, would they need to spend all that money on this technology for that? They just,
I don't know, man.
Stick a fork in us, we'd be done.
They got more money than time, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of the testing procedures. It's like they could do that with the rats too, but they have them go through the process so they can test them. That's what they're doing to us.
I almost said something horrible, and I'm glad I didn't. Oh God, I'll save that one for a comedy sketch down the road.
You're like, write that one down.
It was bad.
So
it rhymed with Yahtzees. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yahtzees. Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't say the word, but Well, I thought we could say the word. We just couldn't wear any kind of like,
No, but you know what's actually even funnier? It's kind of like the algorithm is like a dumb dog. Like we have to spell WALK around it, you know? Like you just check the algorithm by spelling. I don't know.
Or like mix words around. I've heard other people like
that would be a
take
funny
one letter and switch it for another.
That would be a funny sketch in itself, to be
like
fair.
It's kind of like dyslexia.
Lexixia? Yeah, I get that. Whack birds every time.
Lexixia.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So anybody who wants to research or get into this whole technical aspect of this technology that we've been reporting on, presenting here, you can see it with that latest link that I just sent you guys. And it's just a lot of information here. Just a lot.
Absolutely. And there's another thing too, is that when these big rollouts take place, like what you're experiencing there is obviously there's an upgrade involved, right? So like I said, it looks like there's enough room in there for provisioning the whole area with new connectivity, probably got fiber lines and a whole bit. So like these upgrades, everybody jumps in. So usually 9 times out of 10, you can find probably several other companies or groups, organizations that are jumping in to what that is, like that upgrade, because significant amounts of money gets spent on it, so everybody gets a piece of that upgrade. You know what I mean? Something gets for them too. So
hey, Doom, can you send me the link or put the link in the chat on the Truth Hurts thing, so I can grab that? Yes. I want to put that in my PDF stuff.
Well, I just read that writing on the wall is saying Google is shadow banning everyone. Yes, absolutely they are. I'm shadow banned. I think all 3 of us are probably shadow banned. But you know where we don't shadow ban? At beertube.epgn.ch or blitter.epgn.ch, Hubzilla, and what's the other one I got now there? Cloud42. That's it. Anyway, yeah. Hey, constitutionally minded and censorship free.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll take that and I'll do what I did with that SPARS, and I'll make it into a slide video where they just come on and then I read it out with music.
Do you guys see the keywords right here in this PDF? The keywords are thermal sensation, thermal comfort, machine learning, prediction, and adaptive controlling.
Yeah.
Or what they mean by adaptive controlling.
We should look that up.
Does that mean, is that like you could rub one out for someone else? Like, what does that mean?
Like, adapt and overcome, buddy. Adapt and overcome.
Yeah. Semper paratus.
Oh, geez.
There we go. That's the only Latin I'm dropping.
Was that was regular Latin or pig Latin? I just really couldn't tell.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I think we're pretty much done with this. Now it's up to everybody out there to
take it from there.
Yeah, take it a little further, whatever.
Yeah. Well, but I do want to
do your research, people.
I want to thank everybody first off for their patience. B, for sticking around after we totally creamed the stream. Creamed the stream. That's funny. Anyway, yeah, thank you very much, and I do appreciate you guys. Later, I'll be on. I'll probably jump on and just play some Grand Theft Auto. You can probably join me on.
Someone said adaptive controlling equals social engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption. Yeah, yeah. And you know what was that? We always go back to this guy, the Russian KGB agent, Yuri. Something. But his first name was Yuri. But he goes on. He talks about it only takes 2 generations to completely change a society, and you start off taking people's education away, and you go from there.
But do you know? I'm glad that you mentioned education. You know what's interesting is that our education curriculum for God, I don't know, late 1800s all the way to 1980, 1990, it was sufficient enough to make us the leading country of the world, right?
Yeah.
Economically, right? Technologically. So why is it that somehow we took steps backward that required them to develop the Common Core curriculum?
I don't know, but I think it's the same reason why instead of enjoying each other's visual face and voice, we've gone back to text messages. It's like really high tech, like text messages. Like how do we go from the telephone and devolve back? In fact, it's even devolved the human language, the English language and several other languages with abbreviations. I know some people call it advancement, civilization's ability to communicate, and it grows, and I just sound like an old cantankerous fuck, but hey, probably right on all counts, but that's not the point. But what can I say? I digress. No, it's gotten silly. I mean, it's gotten silly. I mean, it's like a Monty Python sketch. It just doesn't end. It's like or Black Mirror or something. Like it's like that. It's like that Monty Python sketch that turns into this really uncomfortable, awkward thing that will never end, and it becomes almost dire and very threatening. You know, it's like, holy fuck, and you can't put your finger on what it is. I had a nightmare like that once.
Well, dude, I don't call this advancement or advancing or progression. None of that, dude. This is way out there.
It was funny because we were supposed to talk about Elon earlier, and we kind of fudged that up, and then Tom left, and then we just went and changed the gears. But Elon does have one decent, I guess you could say, MO, and that is to take something and make sure its net value is always more every time you look at it. Like make it more better. You know what I mean? You always innovate the thing that you're working with. I mean, if you can make it less complicated, make it easier to do, whatever it is, like, you know, whatever kind of thing it is, do that every day. We haven't been doing that as a society. It's been dilapidating since like the 80s, 90s. We are at a peak. Like, I mean, so many human rights were fought for and won. Like we were legit winning. Like going into the 90s, we were legit winning. I know people argue that there's like, you know, the deep state and a lot of things. Yeah, they were there. They're always there. They're always going to be there. Controlling families are always going to be there. But we were a lot better off where we were at the time, and it just got totally undone. Like in probably a quarter of the time that it took to get there, just all got undone. And it's, I don't know, man. I'm just the observer, and I'm making sure I have good seats when the big finale goes down. But I'll always be here to tell you guys how I feel, and I don't know.
Come on, you slow ass.
It's an anticlimactic epilogue.
Yeah, well, I guess we could cut that off right there and let everybody get on their way and check out some other material out there.
Absolutely. Yo, hey, everyone, keep your sanity, stay cool, and don't sweat the small shit. It's not worth it. Guys, any bits of wisdom you want to spread?
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go.
No, I don't really have anything. I was just going to tell you that I put the thing for the PDF of the pandemic or the SPARS pandemic.
Cool.
For you to
You're really not a break a moment, Keith.
In the thing, but
that's all good.
It's all you.
Cool. Perfect. Well, there, Doom.
Well, I was just going to say, that, everybody out there, accept everybody's opinion, even if you don't agree with it. Everybody is going to have an opinion,
as you guys have seen, you know, from the past of me sharing my videos and I put my opinion out there, there's a lot of people that can't accept the fact that your opinion differs from them. We would all do better to get along with each other if we just accept the fact that we all have differences of opinion, and hey, that's just the way it is.
And cancel the cancel mob. They're degenerates anyway. They don't have jobs. They won't be happy if you lose yours. They want you on the street and suffering. So don't accept it.
And we can always agree to disagree if we have issues with each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Agree on something.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for having me, as always. It's good to have you, Doom.
I appreciate you being here, and thank you guys for setting this all up.
Hey, no worries,
I don't
man.
know what the hell I was doing.
Hopefully we do better tomorrow.
We tried, but hey, man, we're gonna get it. We'll be better next time. Every time we just get better and more innovative every day.
Huge
I want to send
curve.
a shout out to Press Reset. What is it? Resist the reset.
Resist the reset.
Resist the reset. Is it a resistor now? I don't get it. Anyway, but guys, just take care of yourselves and each other, man. Stay strong.